So you know when you come home from a hospital, when you realize that you still have this attached to your arm, or these on your arm as well, or ta-da-da-da, a whole bunch of these.
I must stay conscious through the madness and chaos, so I call on my angel.
Good morning, guys. So I'm driving, so I can't look right at you guys, but I've been gone for a while, and honestly I haven't seen the doctors as much, or my day has been boring, so I haven't really recorded. But the other day, which today is Monday, and so I guess it was Saturday, I blew my tire, and I was in a very safe place. I didn't even technically blow it. It just was flat, and then long story short, my dad blew it later on. But because I was stuck in the heat, after about 10 minutes, I had one of my episodes. And so with that, I got a high heart rate and low blood pressure, and all these little things started to happen. Not little, but things were happening. After that 10 minutes, it got so bad that I got really nervous. And next thing you know, my blood pressure was 211 over 120, I think it was, with a heart rate of 37. And I was like, holy crap. And then my symptoms after that were like, my lip, it felt like it was droopy, but also like pins and needles, like the bottom right part of my lip. And then from like my neck down, all the way to my feet were pins and needles. And then it felt like a strong like muscle man was holding my knees like this. And so, I was crying hysterically because the pain was so unbearable. And then I was panicking. And next thing you know, my left arm becomes like paralyzed. My arm and my hand. And I noticed it more in my hand because I was like, it started to like crunch over like this. And it was painful, like it was not stopping. I was like, well, what the heck is happening? And after that, then that's when my arm was just kind of frozen. So my arm was like bent over because it was in my lap, and it was just like stuck there forever. And like my dad made it there to where it was. He had to legitimately carry me into his car where there was AC, and this was this big thing. And I got home. He had to carry me, put me in bed. I had episodes, very like minor ones or mild ones throughout the night, and I went to sleep around like 7 o'clock p.m., which is not normal for me. So yesterday I was really worried. So I was like, that was just really weird, and I feel like there was more to it. So I did some research, and stroke keeps popping up, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I write my aunt, who's really into like medical stuff, and she goes, if you didn't have a stroke, you had TIA, which I forgot what it means or what it is, but it means a mini stroke, which I guess it really just means that you have the symptoms of a stroke, but it's not actually a stroke. But 1 of 3 people get TIA or have TIA, but everyone who has TIA, typically, I don't know what the percentage was, within that year of having a TIA, which is a mini stroke, you actually get a real stroke. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And like just freaking out and don't know what to do. And so I started to really freak out. And so I wrote my doctors, I called everybody, and now I'm headed to my doctors. And I might be going to the ER. It's just, they said that the ER won't see. Oh, it's my doctor. Hello? This is her. Good, how are you? An ER, okay. 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 Okay, well, I'm actually right here at the ER between you guys and the ER, so I will just take a right into the parking lot. Okay, thank you so much. Yep, bye. Looks like I'm going to the ER right now, and I'm legitimately pulling up to the ER. I'm sorry, my camera was swerving everywhere. It was like hard to control. But I was headed to Park Nicollet, which is where my primary doctor is, because they were supposed to call me back, and it took forever. I was just gonna walk in and ask, but the doctor says I need to see the ER. If I had even a mini stroke, which is just the symptoms, my brain will show that I had that. So we are going in there right now, and we shall see what happens. And she's like, they may even keep you overnight. And I'm like, oh gosh, all right. I wish I had my freckles with me, but I don't. So we shall see. I'm here right now. I'm going to park. And hopefully I didn't have a stroke. I mean, man, I am young. I am only 33. I do not want to have a stroke. But, you know, if I did, I did. I can't help it. We'll just keep our fingers crossed, right? So I'm here in my room. I legitimately didn't have to go and wait in the waiting room. They took me into triage and took me right away into my room. So I already seen the doctor. I didn't have to wait. I'm not exactly sure what he thinks, but I'm going to get an x-ray, I think, and a CAT scan. And they just did like 8 different kinds of blood work. So we shall see. I don't think they think it's a stroke. I don't think it is. But I wonder if they think it's TIA, which is like a mini stroke, the symptoms of a stroke without being a stroke. If I do have that, you typically have a real stroke within a year of that first attack. So I'm a little nervous about it, but I am admitted and everything, so yeah. So the doctor just came in and he basically said, I don't see nothing. It's not good news, but it's bad news because, you know, the good news is I didn't have a stroke or a mini stroke, and the bad news is now we don't really know what I had or what's going on. He did call one of my neurologists, and the doctor said to take 1.5 of one of the pills I take instead of just one. But I feel like he basically said I had a really bad episode, and I just don't know if I trust that. The paralysis was terrifying. I don't know what that is, why it did that, and the pain in my knees was excruciating. You know, yeah, I don't even know. And then I had pain, like I had the pins and needles on my whole body, and it was just a lot of questions. So I have an appointment to see this particular neurologist, but not for like another 3 weeks. And I'm like, since I'm right here, I'm just gonna go into the clinic and see if he can see me like now, even for 5 minutes, just to discuss today's visit to the hospital. I don't know. A little confused, a little sad. Was hoping that they'd keep me overnight just to do some tests, and I guess the main test they did already, and it came out negative. So gonna go home and relax. We are headed home. Well, I'm probably not gonna go home right away. I'm probably going to do some errands, since today I'm not really actually feeling bad at all. I needed some tires because I, blew one of my tires, and I miles to get all 4. And I'm going to run to my my neurologist, who was just spoken to by the doctor at the ER to discuss everything that just happened. So maybe they can get me in like right now. Not exactly sure that's happening, but it does suck because I just missed my chiropractor appointment, which is right there in that building, by like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna go do the neurologist first, which is around the corner, then go here to where the chiropractor is and see if they have an opening sometime today still and get me in. Otherwise I'll have to wait till my next appointment. And just some errands. So you guys, I just burped. I am so sorry. So you guys are gonna come along, of course. Hello. I just don't understand why this like nurse, like I swear she knows my face now. She doesn't like me, everything. But the neurologist, my ER doctor was like, I just spoke to him. He's told you to do this, which I already forgot what it was. So I would like to see my doctor. I wish there was a way that I can like contact my doctor by like a private number, you know, like more of a communication. Sorry, I just realized I was completely off screen. Just very frustrating because she's like, well, as I told you before, when you tried to get another appointment, that he's all booked out, so you're gonna have to come on the 11th when you're originally scheduled. I'm like, I got that, but I just came from the hospital, and that's different now. Like, I need to see him because they don't know what was wrong with me, and he would know, and I want some answers, you know? And they're like, well, you know what? We're just gonna have to call you tomorrow and speak to him and see if he would like to just see you on 11 still, or if we can push the date. Woo! Push the date. And I'm like, fine, just whatever. So, I mean, I can call my neurologist at the Mayo Clinic, which would, like, you know, be nicer. But I don't know how soon I can get in with him. But I will probably do that in a few minutes, make that call. I'm not exactly sure. So yes, now we're gonna run into the chiropractic clinic and see if they can get me in still today, or if I have to reschedule. And if I do, then I can reschedule. And then I think I have to run somewhere else to get pricing on tires. And I feel like there's a few other things I had to do, but maybe it's over the phone. I really don't know. I'm just so frustrated right now. And I feel like this camera's gonna move again, so I'm trying to like go slow, trying to turn. Okay, so, and I feel those little sticky things all over your body that they use to put like the wires attached to. So like, I swore I took off like 8 of them, but when I went to put my shirt on, There were at least another like 6. So my body is like, I can feel them just attached to my skin. Okay guys, so I was driving like 75 miles an hour and then I see this little creature and I'm like, no, I'm slowing down. Cars are yelling at me and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna fall and die. So I just parked my car. So I'm going to try to make sure I can get him to a place that he needs to be. Okay, buddy. You can't be on my car. Ah! Come here! Jeez. Okay. Now don't die. Bye-bye. I'm home! Finally! But seriously, I'm home. Walking up the stairs. Doop-de-doo. And I see a box at my door. So exciting. Uh-oh, what is it? It's for me. So you know when you come home from a hospital, when you realize that you still have this attached to your arm, or these on your arm as well, or ta-ta-da-da, a whole bunch of these all over your body. Now I've actually peeled them mostly off when I was driving, but I'm like, yeah, souvenir, yippee yay yay. Not. I am so sweaty. Ugh. Between like my last appointment or time I was trying to meet with the doctor but I couldn't, I then spoke to many other of my doctors, clinics, trying to make appointments, waiting in my car, making U-turns, a whole mess. And then a doctor that I was debating if I should call, I decided not to. Well, when I finally decided, no, I'm just gonna head home, I get up my driveway and a phone call from him. And he's like, hey, I heard you called the Mayo Clinic and you're trying to get an appointment with the neurologist. Why are you doing that? And I'm like, I didn't call you, but I was going to, but I decided not to. But I love him because he's always been concerned about me. He's always talking to me and making the phone calls. I just wish I had a direct number to him, but I don't. And as soon as I hung up, I like yelled at myself because I wish I had asked. The cool thing is, and I'm so excited, is that, okay, so basically, I already have a medical ID bracelet, and it's just a basic, like, basic bracelet. And it has pretty much everything it needs to have on there. Now, the thing is, all these like pretty bracelets, no one can tell that it's medical ID bracelet because they're just too fancy. So I made sure mine was very sporty. I don't even have it with me because I no longer wear it because a lot of the diagnoses I don't even have. They like thought I did and then found out I didn't, so I don't want to wear it if I don't have to. But it is nicer than the others in the sense that I think doctors and or ENTs will notice. Excuse me, sir. He's smelling me. Yep, go on back there. Yep, just make yourself comfortable. Oh, and this one is a little jealous because Mama's been gone all day. Are you jealous, girl? Oh, and someone else jealous. Are you jealous? Are you jealous? Okay, I'm trying. Stop it, Freckles. Okay, I'm just gonna try. I'm trying to talk to you like this. So anyway, the one I had was nice, but it just didn't stand out enough for me. I wanted the medical ID sign to show more, and it just didn't. So anyway, I just stopped wearing it because it was just, I don't think it worked right. So anyway, I found a new one. I don't really like it, but I really, really like it. Okay, ow, Gizmo. Ah! Gizmo, get from under there. Move. He's like wants to play, and she just won't leave me alone. I love her so much. I love you so much. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. calm down. Yeah. Okay, I have to show them, guys. Okay. So, I found one of these. I like it because you can get them in any and every color. And so I was going to get like a charcoal gray and black because it would match everything, and I don't like color. But then I said I wanted to stand out. I wanted to stand out. So I got a red one, and it's all Velcro all the way around. But I like it because it does have the medical ID and the word medical ID. And then it also says vitals inside, and then the word ID in the middle. And it's very large, and it says it on both sides, so in case it moves, you can see it. But I have it, I want to wear it tight enough that you see this, and then that as well. But it's Velcro everywhere. Now the cool thing about this is, okay, so when you open it, it feels like pure Velcro. But in the inside of, on the inside of the Velcro, on one of them, there's a little bit of pocket right here. I can't even really show you guys because the pocket is so small, but okay, there you go. So it's right there. So it fits barely a pinky, and then it goes from the top here, and it goes all the way up to here. So it's about this wide. So from here to that part of the finger. Now the only thing about it is, as you can tell, the spot is very small, and it comes with like pre-cut paper that you can slide in, but you can only get on the one slide emergency name or phone number, and on the other side maybe do another one, and on another ship like your 1 or 2 medications if you write really small. But it's almost impossible, especially for people like me who have just a lot to write. So I don't really care that there's nothing in it. I just want this to show so that they know that something's wrong. So with what I'm gonna do, I just received this today. Like, it was in the mailbox when I got home, so I'm very excited about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a piece of paper or write it on the pre-made stuff that they give you, and just write important information in wallet, and then maybe another one that says important information on service dog, and then on my service dog and in my wallet I have a large list of everything they ever need to know. But at least they see this and know that I am something's like seriously wrong, and then they look inside and see, okay, and then they look and they go, oh, that makes sense on why she doesn't have it in here, because it's just not enough room. But it's perfect. I got it from Amazon. It was $10 with $4 shipping, and it's perfect. Taking a bath. Let's see how this looks. I don't think you can see it. That first dip is always the worst. Oh, it's hot. You know that scene in Pretty Woman where Julia Roberts does like this, like, I am out of the bath. What the heck? I don't know what's going on here, but let's just call this bathtub hair. It is like fluffy because of the heat. Oh, and I just pulled it. I just pulled it out. Okay, I don't care. So I'm going to relax. Freckles is she's already in the room. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but she's right there waiting for me to get into bed. Nah, why are you Netflixing? And then Gizmo is down there. I don't know why the camera has this weird. So yeah, I'm going to just relax, watch some Netflix, maybe some YouTube videos. I have a busy day tomorrow. I have a chiropractic appointment tomorrow, physical therapy tomorrow. I have to go back to the medical store and bring back my oxygen machines and get new ones. I have to go to the car dealership. Yeah, but my bath was amazing and now I'm relaxed. Anyway, don't forget to stay zebra strong, and I will see you next time. Bye.